friends, happy Thursday, May 7th, 2020. I have to show you some of the mini Miss Monteroli adventures that my friends have been sending me. So first, Miss Emily has been working hard on her snap words. She has some special ice cream Play-Doh that she's been making into snakes and then into letters. So that looks awesome, Emily. I want to give her a shout out because check out her math work. She's doing our strategies, drawing the lines, but on top, she also drew herself a number line as a way to help herself with addition. Awesome idea, Emily. I love that. Really good job. All right, Miss Aubrey, let me see if you can see this, made her mini Miss Monteroli a little house complete with an Adeline baby. And it looks like Miss Monteroli's hanging out and watching TV in there. Love that, Aubrey. That is so cool. I even put that on my Facebook. And Trent is working so hard on adding 2-digit numbers. He even challenged himself to add 3-digit to 3-digit numbers. 2 snaps for Trent on 212. Great job, buddy. And Slate, we have to give Slate a little award for most pictures sent. I love seeing what you're doing every day, Slate, and I think everyone else does too. So let me show you here. Slate's mom and dad went turkey hunting and they each got a turkey. They look so cool and Slate got to be there for it. Here we can see Slate working on an addition worksheet. He is doing such an awesome thing. He's looking at the work on the worksheet and then copying it into his notebook to keep those lines and places very tidy. Excellent idea, Slate. I absolutely love that. And here again, we can see him watching my video. I'm working so hard. Oh, I miss all you guys so much. Love seeing these pictures. This makes me so, so happy. Which brings me to some housekeeping. I know that you got an email from the school district yesterday about grades. Tuesday, Wednesday, spoiler alert. About grades, I just want you to know that what you're sending me is perfect evidence. If you're sending me pictures, you're letting me know that you're watching the videos. We've talked on the phone. You've told me that you're watching the videos. We're going to be pretty generous with grades. So we just want to make sure basically that next year's teacher knows what the kiddos learned with our time out and then what gaps that teacher needs to fill in next year. So don't get too worked up about grades. I know you're all working hard at home. I know that you're all doing the best that you can, so don't worry yourself and don't worry your first grader. Just try to do the best you can. We're all doing the best we can, and know that I know that, okay? Tomorrow we're going to just read a story in honor of Mother's Day and do a little craft, so we'll take it a little easy on Friday. All right, so let's get started. Yesterday we read about termites. Today's snap word is free choice. So some of our friends showed us that they were working on shaving cream, which I know that sounds kind of scary, but I do it in my classroom. It smells awesome. It cleans your surface, desk, whatever you're doing, and it cleans up pretty easily. So if that's intimidating you, know that it's really not that big of a deal. Another choice would be to do it in the bath. You could do it right on the wall in there, and boom, you don't have to clean the bathroom this week. So those are our snap words. Of course, when I say it, you say it. Out, be, see, her, now, more, and free choice for today. Okay, awesome. So we talked about termites yesterday, and I hope you watched that gross video. I watched a lot of termite videos, and it gave me the heebie-jeebies. So let's review some of the words that they talked about. The first one is stump. You say it. Stump, good job. A stump is what's left behind if a tree is chopped down or falls down. A spike is a sharply pointed object that projects upward. And that's, remember, what the termite mound resembled. That's what it looks like, a big spike coming out of the ground. And then, of course, we have our termite mound. You say it. Termite mound, good job. It's a raised pile of dirt where termites live. So here, again, you can see how huge that termite mound is. That must be millions of creepy, crawly termites in there. Ugh. All right, a queen, you say it. Queen, good job. A queen is a female termite that can have baby termites. And that's what that video was about that I sent the queen and how the little worker termites take care of her babies. All right, so I want you to pause my video here. I want you and a partner, mom, dad, grandma, grandpa, dog, cat, bird, whatever you have at home, to reread the story Termites. It's kind of challenging. There are some two-syllable words. There are some words we haven't talked about yet. So you can feel free to help your first grader. But go ahead and pause my video and reread Termites. If you are by yourself, you could go back and watch me read it from yesterday. That's totally fine too. So go ahead and pause and I'll meet you back here. All right, so now that you've reread Termites, we are turning to page 84, 8 and a 4. And we are answering questions 3 and 4, 8 and a 4, 3 and 4. So the first question says, what do termites look like? So I'm taking the sentence stem, termites look like. Ooh, and I know it's the beginning of a sentence, so it needs to be capitalized. Termites look like. All right, so there's your sentence stem. Termites look like. Go ahead and jot that down. If you need a couple more minutes, you can pause my video, and I'm going to get a new marker because that one is too light. Termites look like. And then I remember Vern explaining to us what termites look like, but I can't quite remember. So I'm going to look back in my text to find evidence. All right, let's go back to see what Vern says. Okay, so here, find the picture with the ants, or excuse me, the queen. And on that same page in the second paragraph, it says, as you can see, termites look a lot like ants. That's why I was saying that. They have 6 legs like ants. All right, so that's what I want my answer choice to be. Termites look like ants. And I have one more piece of information, so I'm going to write ants and add a comma. Remember, we talked about an apostrophe. Today we're talking about commas. It's a little pause in my sentence, like ants. And now I'm going to add that they have 6 legs. They look like ants, and they have 6 legs. Period. Termites look like ants, and they have 6 legs. Beautiful work. All right, let's go to question 4. Why would a termite munch on your home? How convenient. The next paragraph on this page tells us why. So let's go to the last paragraph. Would a termite munch on your home? It would if your home is made of wood. The termites from a big mound could have your living room for lunch and your bedroom for dinner. So why would a termite munch on your home? Well, my sentence stem is a termite would munch on your home if a termite would munch on your home if, that's a perfect shot right there. Now would be the time to pause. If your home was made of cheese, if your home was made of dirt, like theirs, if your home was made of wood, that's right, termites like to eat wood. So if you live in a log cabin, you are in trouble. A termite would munch on your home if wood, that's not right, if it was wood. Sorry about that. If it was wood. Oh, Miss Monteroli, you got to go back to school. Your brain is melting. If it was wood. Whew, okay, so we are done with our termite story. Go ahead and grab your composition notebook so we can do some math. We are going to do some word problems today, just like we ended last week's addition lesson with. And I was noticing whenever Slate showed me his work that his numbers were pretty small. I'm just writing this big so that you can see it. If you're ready to write a little smaller so that you can get more problems on the page, that's perfect. Do it. I'm writing huge so that you can really see it very well and I can underline and circle everything. If you can write it smaller, please do. All right. Let me get my smelly marker. Ah, yum. All right, I hope you guys are making some Mother's Day cupcakes or Mother's Day cakes. So, let's read this one together. Faith baked 27 cupcakes on Monday. On Tuesday, she baked 13 more. Part, whole. How many cupcakes did she bake in all? This is a total question. That gives me a hint that I'm going to add. Okay, so Miss Faith baked 27 cupcakes on Monday. So my 2 is in the tens place. My 7 is in the ones place. So this is what she did on Monday. Then on Tuesday, she bakes 13 more. So I have a 1 and a 3. My 1 is in my tens place. My 3 is in my ones place. So this is what your problem should look like. I'm going to draw my line to keep my work nice and tidy. And I always start with my ones place. I'm going to actually copy what Faith was doing, and I'm going to jot a quick number line on the top. I love that strategy. That's what we have on our desks, on our name tags. That's what we have on Miss Monteroli's reading table. So that's absolutely a perfect strategy. If your first grader is struggling with addition, absolutely have them write a quick number line, maybe one that can go on every page with you so you don't have to keep writing it. All right, so I always start with the ones place and my largest number. So you're going to put 7 in your brain, and we're going to take 2 hops to the right. 3 hops to the right. Ready? 1, 2, 3. So 10 is my sum, my answer. I know 10 has a 0 in the ones place and a 1 in the tens place. So my ones stay with my ones, and my tens stay with my tens. Now I have 3 add-ins, 3 numbers I need to add. I'm still going to put my largest number in my brain. 2, let's use my number line, Miss Emily's number line. 2, 3, 4. Excellent. So 4 is in my tens place. So my final answer is 40. 4 and a 0. Now, this is a word problem, so I want to answer with a sentence. Faith bakes 40 cupcakes. Faith bakes 40 cupcakes. All right, let's go to the next one. I'm going to turn the page. Again, you don't have to write quite as big as I am. Okay, sorry, let's keep working. So the next problem is about our friend Austin. Let's read it together. Austin built a car with 9 Legos. He added, there's a big hint about what operation I'm doing, 13 more. How many Legos total? Okay, so I have a 2-digit plus a 1-digit number. I'm going to start with my 2-digit number, which is 13, a 1 and a 3. 1 is in my tens place, 3 is in my ones place. And then he adds 9 more. 9 doesn't have a number in the tens place. It only has a number in the ones place. So I'm going to put it right under the 3. I don't want to get myself confused, so I'm going to put a 0 as a placeholder. That 0 doesn't change how many Legos Austin used. It's just a reminder to yourself that there's nothing to add to the 1. All right, let's write my addition sign and draw my line so that everything's really tidy. Parents, I know you've heard this 4,000 times. So have your first graders, and whenever they're doing this independently, they're going to have that narrative in their brain as well. All right, so we're going to start with the 9, the largest number. Go ahead and point to the 9 on your number line that you created, and I'm going to take 3 hops. Ready? 1, 2, 3. 12. 12 has a 2 in the ones place, a 1 in the tens place. So I'm going to place my 2 in my ones place. All my ones places stay together. And then bring my 1 to the tens place. All my tens places stay together. Now I can add 1 plus 1. I know you know how to do this. Let's put your finger on your number line at 1 and take 1 hop. 1, 2. Excellent. So 2 is my final answer for my tens place. So my total is 22. That's my sum. What is it? Sum. Sum is the math word for answer to an addition problem. If you go to 2nd grade next year and say, oh, the sum is 22, whew, those teachers are going to fall down with pride. They're going to be so proud of you. All right, this is a word problem, so we're going to answer with a sentence. So my sentence is, Austin used 22 Legos. And Legos is a proper noun, so I'm going to capitalize the L in Legos. I have an ending mark, and I have a capital on the A in Austin. 1, because it's a proper noun. 2, because it's the beginning of a sentence. All right, if you need more time, you can pause right there. Let's move on to, we have 2 more. You're doing great. You're working so hard. Anthony, let's read about our friend Anthony. Anthony played Fortnite. Notice my capital F on Fortnite. It's a proper noun. For 31 minutes on Tuesday. Then he played for 20 more on Wednesday. How many minutes did he play combined? Ooh, part, whole. 31 on Tuesday, 20 on Wednesday. I'm looking for my total, my combined number. All right, so 31. 3 and a 1. 3 is in my tens place. 1 is in my ones place. And 20 more on Wednesday. 2 is in my tens place. 0 is in my ones place. All right. And I'm drawing my line to keep my work nice and tidy. Where do I always start? In the ones place. Good job. So I have 1 and I'm, adding 0 more. So put your finger on 1 and take no hops. So my sum for my ones place is 1. Now I'm going to my tens place. I only have 2 add-ins. I only have 2 numbers that I'm going to add. I didn't have to bring anything else to my tens place. All right, so put 3 in your brain. And we're going to take 2 hops. Ready? 3, 4, 5. So 5 is a hard one to draw backwards. 5 is my tens place. 51 is my final answer. Excellent. Now, it's a word problem, so I'm going to write a word answer. Anthony played for 51 minutes. Anthony played for 51 minutes. Excellent. All right. Last one is about our friend Luke. Look at these cool sunglasses. Luke bought 4 pairs of sunglasses, and 7 hats. How many items did he buy all together? All together reminds me that I am adding. I want a total. So he bought 4 pairs of sunglasses, 7 hats. How many things did he buy in all? How many total? So I have 4. That's a number in my ones place. I have 7. That's a number in my ones place. Nothing in the tens place. I don't need to add any zeros as placeholders because these are all lined up perfectly. We're going to start with our greatest number, which is 7, and we're going to take 4 hops. Ready? 1, 2, 3, 4. Ooh, it lands on 11. Excellent. Ooh, look how different this is. So my 1 is in the ones place. My 1 from the tens place just gets to come straight down. There is no place for it to be regrouped to. This just comes right down to the tens place and it turns into a 2-digit number. Beautiful work. So my answer sentence is Luke buys 11 things, items, accessories. I'm going to write items. Luke buys 11 items. Whew, you are getting so good at these word problems and regrouping and following along with Digital Miss Monterulli. I want to share something with you. This is my mom, Mini Mrs. Jensen. She did this activity too. So we have one of her, and I sent her one of my Mini Miss Monterulli's. Keep sending me your adventures with Miss Monterulli. Keep sending me pictures of your work. Even if Mom and Dad on Friday you send me a picture of everything your kiddo did. That way I can just keep track of who's working really hard at home. I love seeing all your hard work. So keep it coming. Have a great night, and I will talk to you tomorrow.